Yo, it's your boy Papa Duck. Remember I told y'all that in the future, renting a house or an apartment is going to be based on subscriptions. And people laughed at me, okay? Think again. This video I'm about to show y'all is the reason why it makes so much sense, and I need y'all to pay attention, all right? Check this out.
Going to be a massive housing collapse. I just watched Good Morning America, and they had a segment on how nationwide there's been so many homes that are going to foreclosure. And I've been seeing a lot of creators on this app, particularly in Texas and like the southern states, just saying that there's like so many homes going into foreclosure. We are being gaslighted by this administration regarding not only the housing market, but also the economy, because everyone's saying, oh, everything's great, jobs are booming. It is not. No. So many people are jobless right now. And it's not because they're lazy. I've been hearing people saying they're applying to Walmart and they're not even getting that job.
Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Duck back with another video. And boy, if this video ain't important, you need to understand. You need to share this video to everybody that you know, because this is exactly what is happening. Let me explain something to y'all, right? The reason why markets have to crash every 10 years or so, right, is because they drive the prices of everything so far up, people default on their loans. They can't afford this shit. So what happens is when it crashes, all right, people like BlackRock, Fidelity, all these big trillionaire, not billionaire, trillionaire firms can come in and buy up everything, okay? And they've been doing that for the longest, all right? That's why they have all these different things on the news and on social media. You paying attention to that while they over here buying up everything, because everything is going to be subscription based. What does that mean? When things are subscription based, that basically means you own nothing, okay? You're subscribing to something you don't own. They took away your DVDs and gave you subscription, Netflix and all these other apps online and all this other shit. Everything is subscription. They even got a refrigerator coming out in 2007 where you'll have to pay a subscription to get ice. Think I'm bullshitting? Go look it up. Also, on your cars, you're gonna have to pay a subscription to use the navigation, to use Apple CarPlay, to even use the key fob. Even in some of these apartments right now, you pay $100 more for a key fob, a lock, to get in your own so-called apartment. Pay attention when I'm telling y'all, people. This is why the market has to crash. The people at the top are doing all this to us all, bro, so that billionaires continue to be billionaires and we continue to be motherfucking poor. You have to understand what is going on. Even now, if you work from home, they're going to start charging you more because you work from home, because they say you're home more, so that you're putting more wear and tear on their apartments. All this is about control. Every fucking thing is sky high.
I live in Channelside. I live in Tampa. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. So if I want to sign another 12-month long lease, which is the lease term I'm currently on, they are going to raise my rent over $1,000.
That's crazy.
Now, this is where I want to make sure everyone's sitting down for this number. If I want to go month to month, the rent will be $11,438. One more time, $11,438 USD.
Also, when I say this with all due respect, okay? This is why I frown upon women that say they're not gonna go 50-50.
If going 50-50 with your man is what help your household, don't let nobody make you feel bad for that.
Facts.
Because can't nobody tell me one job, one income in the household take care of all the bills in the house. It
Not
don't.
anymore.
Everything is expensive right now. Everything got a recall. Everything going up. But you know what ain't? Them raises on them jobs.
Exactly.
Will be working that job years. But every month, this going up. But why the my pay ain't going up? If I have to go sew or make some lemonade on the side of the road on the weekend to help my husband out, that's what the I'm gonna do. If I gotta go switch somebody's edges on the weekend to bring an extra gas money or something, that's what the I'm gonna do. If I gotta go DoorDash, Instacart, I don't care what it is. Anything that'll kick the stress off my husband back, the man that provide and bust his ass every day, that's what the I'm gonna do.
You must understand, right? These jobs ain't paying enough money for one paycheck to cover everything. This is 2026. This ain't 1940, okay? Your man or your husband gonna get his ass handed to him out here in this economy trying to bring home the bacon. It doesn't work. The money he's making not going up, but these fees are. Some people are paying $1,000 in HOA fees. $10,000 a year on taxes on the house. This shit is too high, okay? And another thing is this. That's why I say stop paying attention to these so-called wannabe divas online telling y'all a real man ain't gonna... I don't give a fuck what you think a real man is. This society don't give a fuck. That man gonna get his back broke out here, okay? Everybody's not gonna make that type of money to say, I'm a real man, I can take care of everything. It don't work that way. I promise you it don't, okay? People, like she said, people going to Walmart can't get jobs. And you might say, well, why would I don't want a man to work at Walmart. Bro, how many motherfuckers you know going to college, coming out, being professors and doctors and all these? It's like, what I'm trying to explain to y'all is this, right? The economy is like a lever, or like it's like water. It raises up and down as the ones at the top see fit. It don't matter how much money you make when they're continuously raising the price of rent, daycare, all this shit. They know how much money you make. That's why they got redlining. Understand what redlining is. Based off your credit score, based off the money you make, they know exactly where you can and can't live. That's for a reason. So people who don't have the money, they know to push you in this area. And then when you in that area, they know to run those water pipes to that area that has fluoride in it. Right? They know to put them bullshit fast food spots. That's why certain fast food spots taste different in certain neighborhoods. These people do all type of shit y'all don't understand. You will never see a Trader Joe's in the hood. That's by design. So what I'm telling y'all is this, man. You have a family, you have kids. A man need a partner, as well as a woman need a partner. Two people gonna always outdo one, especially in this economy, man. Yeah, you may have people that make good money, but not all. Everything is going towards survival. There's a thing in your DNA called it's called survival, fight or flight. This is something that turns on and off without your knowledge. So a lot of people are marrying for security, for safety reasons, comfort, not love. And this is what this economy is doing to us all, putting us in a position to make these type of decisions. And you don't even think that exists. The decision you make comes from the rent you pay, the daycare you have to pay, the gas you got to put in the car. All this shit has some type of effect on the decision you make in your life. They know that you don't. You ain't even thinking about that. Like, how many of y'all thinking about that? Because you have to understand your resources has a lot to do with the decisions you make and your environment. If you made a certain type of money, you may not just talk to this dude. Or not. You know what I mean? If you know this dude making a certain type of money, you making a certain type of money, and you say, well, shit, we can get it. You made that decision based off what y'all can and can't do resourcefully or monetary. So what I'm telling y'all is this, man. A lot of the decisions we make come from the people that put these strains on our life. And this has nothing to do with God, bro. This has nothing to do with religion, bro. This is man. I say that so much because people always think, oh, God gonna take care. God gonna do it. Anyway, understand what I'm saying. Everything is going subscription based. Okay? They took away your DVDs, gave you subscription. They put subscription on everything because, like they say, you will own nothing and still be happy. That is a real saying. Because they want total control. I told y'all, man, go watch that movie Elysium. Go watch Elysium. I did a video about it. I think it was yesterday. you're gonna see exactly where this shit is headed. And once AI kick in, I say this at all, if you made it this far in the video, you hear me say this a lot at the end of my videos. Once AI kick in 100%, it is over. You will see that you being white ain't gonna change nothing. You being black ain't gonna change nothing. Latino, you ain't gonna change nothing. Dominican, you ain't gonna change nothing. This is the top against the bottom. And as soon as people pull their head out their ass and realize that we can come together and understand, we have to do this for our children, bro. There's someone controlling us all, and it ain't us. I'm not the reason you paying bills every 30 days. You're not the reason I'm paying bills every 30 days. But who is? Who's poisoning our foods? Who's putting us in these this is life, bro. Like, at the end of the day, bro, if we don't come back and reclaim our lives, these billionaires, bro, they setting it up to where they don't have to deal with us. And this has nothing to do with God. Oh boy. Listen, it's your boy Popped Up. Put how you feel on the bottom of this video, man. You know I love y'all, love all. And understand, man, this is just where it's going. This is just where it's going. And like I tell you all the time, man, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. Love.